Okay, hey everyone, and welcome to another Class 66 Rocks Stobart review. Now in this review I'm taking a look at an Oxford diecast model. It's not the Atlas Editions versions, it's just the standard one made by Oxford Diecast. So without further ado, let's have a look at what we've got today then. So today, as you can see, we have a Scania R series. I think this model is a Highline. It's got a Curtainside trailer, and it is in Eddie Stobart Limited livery. It's part of the Oxford haulage range, and it is in 1/76 scale. So as you can see, it's got a card wrap around the case itself, and if we just look underneath now, we can see here it is code SHL01CS, Eddie Stobart, Scania Highline, Curtainside. So what we'll do now, we'll just take the cardboard insert off, like so, and we'll take a look at the model. Now if you can hear a howling, that is actually my baby puppy, because we've only had her since Saturday. She's 8 weeks old, so I've got to try and look after it and manage reviews at the same time. So as you can see, we have a nice plastic, well I say plastic, I think it's, yeah it is, it's plastic display lid on top of the black casing. So this keeps the model from being damaged, so we'll just place it down here a minute and I'll just take that off, as you can see. So let's take a look at the truck itself then. So as we can see, it's presented on a very nice display stand. It's larger than the ones that Atlas Editions use, as you can tell. So if we look at the certificate here, we can see it's the Oxford Haulage Company, Stobart Curtainside, model SHL01CS, and it's number 927 of 3000 made. So let's start with the front of the truck then. So as we can see, if I just turn it round slowly, we can see it is actually a Highline because of how the foil goes up there and how the cab is shaped at the top, compared to the top lines, which are like a flatter front with Stobart going across the front that way. So as we can see, on the top half of the foil here we have the word Stobart in green. We also have the sunroof, I think it's a sunroof, correct me if I'm wrong, just at the top there. As we can see, we have the new Stobart cab wrap design, featured around the sides and around the front of the cab. So as you can see there, we have the word Scania in silver to represent the Scania badge. The name underneath is Kristina Chiquita, which is quite an unusual name. I'm not too sure what nationality that would be, but if you do know, please leave your comments below. I mean, Kristina you hear sort of every day, but Chiquita is just one of them names that you never hear very often. So moving down, we can see we have the indicators on and the lights on the left and right hand sides. We also have the lamps or fog lamps, whatever you want to call them, on the bottom of and right of the bumper. I said bottom and right, I should have said left and right hand sides of the bumper rather. And underneath that we can see we have the number plate, which is PX58BLJ I think it is, but we'll see better on the trailer when I turn it round. So what we'll do now, we'll turn the cab round, but before I do that, I'll just mention we also have the mirrors and the blind spots on the left and right hand sides of the cab. So slowly turning the model round, as we can see it's a 6-wheel tractor unit. I think they're referred to as tag lifts, or 6x2, which is I think the proper specification for them. So as we can see, we have the eddiestobart.co.uk website running across the top half of the cab door just there. Moving down now, we can see we have the silver Stobart S arrow there, and we also have it here again in green. Now the majority of the green does actually go up to the window on this particular model, but as you can see it is an absolutely stunning design anyway, so we can't fault that. So moving down now, we can see we have the fleet number, which is H7087, and the name just above there again, Kristina Chiquita. So moving on to the trailer, as we can see it's a tri-axle trailer, and it's the 3 wheels on either side. We'll start at the front. Now down here, these 2 small holes, that's where the air lines go. Turning the trailer around to the side now, we can see we have a silver greyish roof on top. We have the words Eddie Stobart in bold white lettering running across the front half of the trailer. That's in white with a red outline. And underneath we have the words delivering sustainable distribution in white. As you can see, we have the very nice trailer straps here, which have been painted black on this particular model. These run from the front of the trailer all the way down to the back, and if I run my finger along them, as you can tell, you can actually feel them as well. So that's a very nice touch to these particular models. So what we'll do now, we'll just turn the stand round to the back of the trailer. As we can see on the back here, we have the word Eddie Stobart in white. I'm not too sure if the camera's picking that up, but there's a red outline around the white lettering. So if I just bring it in, whether you can just about see that. So underneath that we have the eddiestobart.co.uk website and the trailer number, which is HT3461, and that is on the left and right hand sides on the bottom of the trailer doors. Moving down now, we can see we have the indicators, brakes and reversing lights on the left and right hand sides, and we also have 2, I think they're hazard warning panels, or are they reflectors? But if you do know which they are, please leave your comments below. And again we have the number plate PX58BLJ, which if I just move my finger and try and bring the stand closer to the camera, you can just about see that there. So let's turn the trailer around to the other side now. So as you can see, there's nothing much different on this other side. It's the same as the other side actually. Again we have the words Eddie Stobart in white on the top half of the trailer, and that's got the red outline round it. And again we have the words delivering sustainable distribution underneath. As you can see, we also have the trailer straps, which are painted in black, and again if I run my finger down that way, you can see that my finger just goes over all of them, but that's a very nice touch to these particular models. Again with the cab, there's nothing much different I can show you really. We have the Eddie Stobart website again on the top half of the cab door, the silver and green Stobart arrow designs on the cab wrap, and again the fleet number and the name on the bottom half of the driver's door. But that's it basically, the Oxford Diecast Scania Highline with Curtainside trailer in Eddie Stobart Limited livery.